Well, this is a good start. First place, park up. First sign I see after the car park sign. Okay, so if you've seen any of my other adventures with Scout, you'll know that I'm very fond of a caravan or a stall, caravan stall, or whatever they are. This one's quite nice with a toy factory. Adds a certain edge to the barrenness of it, with its dirty tyres and obvious lack of use. Yeah, this is a really tricky shot because I want to keep this pretty much in the centre of the frame. I want a little bit of edge so that I've got some idea that it's three-dimensional, but I've got these white railings, and all I want in the background is this green bank running through the back of the frame, which would be soft because I'm shooting it wide open, and it's really hard to get that shot. And if you look over this side, there's more white railings here, so I don't think I'll be able to get the shot from the other side either, but I will have a look because, come on dog, good boy, I will have a look because there's a chance that this will actually work a little bit better. Yeah, I've got some signs in the car park going on in the back just over here, but the gap between this and the caravan is actually bigger than on the other side, so I'm going to shoot it from this side because I think even if I'm shooting it really wide open, I can drop those signs out of focus. Yeah, okay, so this is much better. Come on, good boy, with me. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if this is an appropriate use for the English language. Kehir. Kehire? Kehir? Yeah, no, that's not working for me. What were they thinking? I mean, children are using this. Well, this was perfect because I've got a really clear background. There's a little sign on the other side that I managed to get rid of by holding the camera down. I made it even cleaner and even more heroic. It looks lovely. And I can go home after this, my third or fourth shot. It's brilliant. I really like that. Those clouds, big flat expanse. There's a little bit of detail in them, but it'll be very difficult to pull out. But it's in there. I know it's in there somewhere. I really like this. It's going to make a nice shot. I might try it really close up. I just need somebody to be walking down the middle here, and for when they do it to be in exactly the right place where they just go silhouette. So I'm going to give this a few minutes and see if anything comes up. I have seen a little bit of foot traffic, but not very much, mostly bicycles. Maybe a kid in a hoodie. That'll do me. So really unfortunately, this bridge doesn't run parallel or perpendicular to the path. It kind of goes, this end goes away from the right hand side of the frame, and this end, this side comes towards me. So I'm going to have a real problem making this work. I've got to figure out whether I go and just there. Oh, actually that might work, because now I've got a little angle on the footpath coming towards me, and I can make that make the bridge perpendicular to the, or parallel with the frame end. Yeah, this is a pity because I think the fence I could have dealt with. My problem here is not so much the fence, because I think I can shoot through that. Although if you look, this here is hawthorn, so I can't really get very close to it. But that prancing unicorn, no less, is a very tempting thing to try and shoot, and I might actually just incorporate the fence just to give it its context. I'm going to try and make a shot out of this. I'm not sure how. I will give it my best endeavour. This worked really nicely. I saw I had another chap coming down, probably slightly better one than this one, but we had him just in this little section here in the middle of the frame, with the tree, right-hand tree here, and then hopefully some sense of the fact that these trees are running off to the left all the way up. Unfortunately, they're in an arc, so they actually, from this one you can see, this one you can see, but the rest of them are hidden behind each other. You've got some idea on the other side, but I think it made a nice shot. It was a nice clean shot with a guy walking just in this gap, I think, if I remember right, and that will probably, it may be, I'll have a look. Jury's out. I don't know whether it's strong enough, but just shot these two guys going up from the other side of the tree. So I was originally over on that side, and I switched over to the right because I knew that this line of trees was going to be better for demonstrating the avenue, as it were. And these guys walked through, and it was nice, but they both had, well, one was blonde hair, I think. I don't know, hang on a minute. And one was balding, and unfortunately, their heads disappeared in the tree line on the other side. So I love this. This is nice. I'm going to try and get this poor tree seems to have seen better days. So the trick with this is to get this in isolation, trying to find a way that spire there isn't in the shot and that spire there isn't in the shot. My frame is going to be quite tight on this, but try and limit the amount of hedge that I've got in here, but it just needs to be separated. I can do a lot with focus, I think, even at this distance, because I've got to be, well, I don't know, 15-20 meters away. But this might work. It might be interesting, kind of weird shot of some kind of dinosaur or reptile. So this thing, I managed to just get out of the frame by placing our monster in the slight right half of the frame, and I think this was in slightly on the left of my shot. Bush in the bottom, nice blank sky in the top. Yeah, this is a pity. I love this lovely arc. There's two of them, so you can just see the second one over there, but I would have to come back to the right in order to get this shot, and in doing so I would see the two tracks, but I'd also see this horrible ugly box on the top, and if I come in where I'm standing now, all I get is this, and you can't really tell what it is. It's a real pity, because it would have been a nice shot, but it's just not at the right angle. Good boy. That almost worked. So we had really nice shot. I'm using this really wide landscape format, which is perfect for this shot because it just brings in all these colours from the golden trees on the left and the right of the path, and we had somebody running up towards me and somebody walking away from me, and it made a really good shot. I think yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It might be a bit pretty, which is probably going to be a problem for me, but you know, these colours are, I mean, you can't resist them. And thankfully we've got a child screaming in the background, just so that you know that we weren't recording this in a studio somewhere. You know, pre-focus, get the exposure right. That's lovely. That's really nice. That was good. Yeah, there's a better picture, I think. Yeah, that was great. Let's go and have a look what's up here, dog. Come on, up you go. Good boy. That's a good boy. I'm up higher now. I'm above the steps, and yeah, it really worked nicely out. We got a little bit of the tree coming in on the left-hand side. Maybe that tree coming on the left-hand side. And I just like this little curve. It's just like, you know, really nice that they didn't make it straight. And yep, more pretty and more baby screaming in the background. It's kind of nice to be out in the green amongst the trees, even if it is very orchestrated and planned and manicured and tended to. It's not exactly natural by any stretch of the imagination, but it serves my purposes. In terms of a man-altered landscape, it ticks many boxes. So this is working nicely. You know, I'm just got to keep focused, and then we'll be okay. Maybe this was why the baby was crying. So this is amazing, that this stand of massive poplars. We've got a little bit of a strange gap here. Looks like there's a couple of trees missing, but this might make a nice shot if I can keep this side of the frame simple and let. Oh yeah, sorry, camera slipped off my shoulder, and then just allow these to pace themselves down to the almost infinity point down there. This actually might look nice. Let's see what we can make of it. I'm on a slight rise here. It drops down here and then flattens out, but I'm on a slight rise from the canal bridge, which gives me a little bit of elevation, which helps me get down this way a little bit rather than flat. Which I think helps my cause a little bit. It just gives me a nice shape on this path. So it could do with somebody walking through, but it's getting late and the light's failing, and I'm not going to wait around for very long to do this, because I don't think we're going to get any runners or walkers or anything. So. Okay, so let's wind back a little bit, because it's the opportunity, I think, and the fact that somebody walked through and gave me this chance is weighing in the shot, and I'm not sure if the opportunity has bestowed more value to the shot than it actually warrants. Remember, I was talking about this when I was in Lydney, that there might be great effort or great risk in getting the shot, but that doesn't alter its value. It's just a shot, no matter how lucky you were or how dangerous it was or how far you had to walk. It's just a shot. So I think I might have actually made a shot of this now. I've got these branches in the top of the frame. I've got this lovely arc. I haven't got the horrible building at the top, and the bottom of the frame is just lined beautifully with these that parallel to the bottom of the frame, and I think it might work. You're getting right fed up, puppy, aren't you? You were so close to the van, aren't we? So this nice chap walking down here with a similarly autumnal coloured jacket on looked quite nice, but he kept moving right and left, and I needed to get him right in the path, and he just like kept doing this little dance sideways left and right as he moved position on the path, and the path sloped around behind. So but that was fun. I think let's see what we get out of that one. This guy is prolific with his tagging. He's everywhere. Well, he, she, assuming it's a he. And I would like to think it's pronounced ennui, but I've got no idea. This is going to work. This is going to work. Come on, steady. Come here, dog. Come on, come here. Come here. Come on, come here. Good boy. All right, there's a good boy. Wait there. So this is perfect. I've got this little frame here, 4 walls, 4 corners coming in, and I've got these railings coming down left and right towards where I want you to look at.
Did you get me?
No. I know that. I can stay out of trouble. If it couldn't be more obvious, lovely black panel of this this hoarding that keeps everybody out of this building, which is being torn down or refurbished. And this all looks great. This is a really lovely shot in the making. I might be able to go home happy after this. All I need is somebody walking into the shot. So patience, and hopefully no cars going across, but it's pretty quiet. I think we should be okay. It's nice to get this glass architecture going off into the far distance with the chicken Big Mac sign. I'm going to crop in here quite tight, and I might actually just let that run out of focus. Just bring my focus in just down here. See what happens. It's hanging around the front of this building. I'm not allowed in there with the dog. It's quite nice watching people coming in and going out. I kept this pillar on my right hand side of the frame and ran the rest of the frame just down here. But I've just seen this, and in splendid isolation, I think that would be really nice if I got somebody with their shopping bags looking miserable walking past. So this is worth waiting for, I think. So this has quite a bit of potential. If you look at this chap walking through, he just drops in and out of the light and goes into shadow and then back out again. And I think on the wide lens, if I come in, position this about there, that would give me a nice shot. We've got a chap walking in behind me. Oh, you can go through. I actually want somebody walking through there. Thank you. I might have to move down a little. If I'm going to shoot on this wide lens, I might have to shoot a little bit closer, because I'm not getting anybody walking through these earlier parts here. I just need somebody walking through this one. But I haven't seen anybody doing that, but I have seen them going down here, so I'm going to try down there. getting to be a bit of a gold mine. I mean, look at this. It's just a really, really beautiful subdued lighting. We've got the overhead lights picking up on these strands coming in on the left and right. Nice colours going on here. The reds here and the reds down there. I'm going to have to shoot this on the long lens because I need 1.7 because f4 isn't going to do it. So I moved back a little bit and to my right because I kind of liked this detail a little bit stronger in the shot, and I'm coming across a little bit, so I'm not pointing straight down, I'm looking a little bit right to left, because I've then got these shutters on the left hand side, got this nice strong red pillar in the middle, and this works really nicely. And I had a guy on his bike coming towards me, and he comes round that corner pin sharp and he's looking at me daggers. I think it's a really nice shot. Yeah, I like these steel shutters with no paint on them so much nicer. It's really neat. I just need somebody to walk through this shot. It's difficult for me because I really had to concentrate because I can't tell when they come through. But the upside is that they never notice me standing here with a camera, a huge camera in my hand. It's fantastic. A big chunk of light at the bottom there and what looks like a bit of traffic. Don't pull, Scout. Don't pull. Good boy, come here. So there's a really nice shot of a girl walking down here with a stripy jumper on, which mimics perfectly the stripes on these slatted doors, which they look quite nice. Come on, dog, come here. If I line these up and get my uprights nice and even, this is going to make a lovely shot. Now I just need somebody to walk past, don't I, dog? Hey? You just need footfall. Yeah, that's the shot, just there. So I love these two extraction vents from this building on the right hand side. I can go, if I go really shallow depth of field, get this one sharp and let everything in the background go soft. Really nice. I love this bit of faded graffiti on this, on the one that we're going to be focusing on. It was really lovely. It's a nice shot. I think I'm going to start looking for stuff like this without people in it. I think we've got enough of that. You become so focused on it that, you know, you walk past things knowing that nobody's going to walk by them, and you miss shots. I think these are good. There's a couple more down here as well. I might have a look at those. It's a slightly better background. All right, we're around the really fag end of a building that's due for demolition by the looks of it, but there's this really nice spiral staircase going on here. Trying to get a neat shot of it is it's difficult. It's a question of moving around. It's a wide lens shot, but this is going to work. This is going to work. So making sense of this shot is really difficult because there's so much going on. You've got the straight part at the top of the frame, and then you've got the circles, and then you've got all this fine mesh of the fence in the foreground. There's even at f4 I can get some focus drop off, but the wider shot, it's all sharp, so you've got to be really careful about how the composition works. It's a mad place. I was just about to walk away and I noticed this is just so much better. The way this comes in, the reflection comes in and then across here, and then you've got this barrier and you can only see that once, so it looks like a continuation, and all these lines here and the reflective glass, and just gorgeous. So today's been good. It's been a good day. Lots and lots of pictures, which is always a bonus. Whether any of them are any good, I don't know, but you're probably going to get to see them, or the nicest ones. Yeah, it's been really good. I've enjoyed it, and there's been lots of people, probably too many. Because that was a distraction. It stops me looking for my very graphic shots, my architectural and the bits of street furniture and what have you. I really loved the those two vents on the sort of pyramid building and the fire escape. That was really good. Yeah, I can never remember. And I think that's probably because I'm so focused, I'm so in the moment. Which, you know, bearing in mind all the rubbish that's going on in my life at the moment, that's not a bad thing. I think it's been really helpful to just get out of myself and forget all the bad stuff. Anyway, so that wraps up Milton Keynes, and it's been great. And I've been thinking about doing Swindon, but I've never been there, so I've got no idea what the topography is like, but I might give that a crack, because this has been really good. So, some of it is, you know, pretty grim, you know, like it's becoming run down now. I mean, it's almost as old as I am, and look how broken down and derelict I've become. It's one of the things that I really like about Milton Keynes, and they were very particular when they planned this, is that there's a lot of green space, and you can walk very easily. It's very pedestrian friendly, and it's very cyclist friendly, and it's also now very electric scooter friendly. I've had a good time. I've had no problems with anybody. Everybody seems to be, you know, pretty cool with what was going on around them, and no complaints, no harassment. And the lovely guy who put his hoodie up and his sunglasses on so that I could take a picture of him between the green and the salmon pink closed containers. That was really good. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to ask him again. I had no idea whether he was going to be in focus. And the first frame, the one where his legs looked right, was pin sharp. And I was shooting that wide open on the longer lens. So I was really lucky. So I can't think of anything more to say, so I won't. And I will see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for making it this far, because I know you're a small proportion of the people that actually tune in and watch, and I really appreciate that. The channel seems to be going from strength to strength. We seem to have, you know, got a little bit of pace going now. And for all those people that have just subscribed, welcome and thank you so much. It is not lost on me, the fact that, you know, there's a lot of content out there, and there's a lot of places that you can subscribe to, and if you subscribe to me, I value that a great deal, so cheers. And I hope you continue to enjoy. I will endeavour to do my best for you. All right, thanks again.